Hello world, it's me Mark Smith. Welcome to my season review of Moon Knight. I'm in Sofa and I'm enjoying it. Here I am. So today's going to be a review on both episode 2 and 3. On today's review, we'll talk about I won't say much on the key points. I'll just lay out because I'm behind on doing reviews almost every week. So when we notice on episode 2 that after episode 2 when he wakes up, we find that it was all a dream. No, it wasn't a dream. When we find that finally the Max Spectre came in play, one of his personalities and all, and it gives you a glimpse of what is really going on. Trying to find out who is he, who's what, and to find out who is that being that he keeps on seeing that we don't even know. And when you sit back, relax, and you feel like, okay, what's going on? He's like, tells her, oh, tell the truth. It's funny, but as we go through it, as you're watching, you get to know what other things he doesn't know about, or himself is explaining or finding out. The locker room, the gun, and in the process he's running away. Then in the process he's talking to Mark. No, sure, that's abandon that. And then we see the beetle, which shows that it's a magnet. And we see that the villain Arthur, is after it because he wants to release his army. The Egyptians are really have to really sketch it out. But as we go through, you find out that he's trying to release her in order to make peace and whatnot. For a villain, I like his style. He's not like most will just go thing, but it's kind of relaxed and it's so cute, and it shows on like, okay, what is going on here. So as we go into episode 2, you find that it's building up to the point that, okay, what is really going on, and then you finally meet the mystery girl on the phone who yet find out this is why they're married. Shows and it's going to show that, okay, there are deep meaning to it, like saying, okay, something's wrong here, and he finds, she doesn't believe, who are you, and he's like, I don't know you and whatnot. It messed up. So of course Mark on the other side is like, Brad, don't let that. It's showing on what is going on. And as we are going through the episode, he even gets who we think of the cops are actually for Arthur the whole time. And if you notice through, we notice that, okay, things are going on. And I wanted to find out that Arthur was actually an avatar for he's one of the gods, and he was an avatar, the god of the moon, right? History, and it shows that he gave Noah no more time, and Noah gave him the choice. While Steve is trying to say that, okay, no, I don't need this. Oh, by the way, which one do you think is better? Which one do you prefer better? You drop in the comment on now. So as we're learning to find out, I was really learning to know the character. We are seeing on like on how it's Lida, right? So it's kind of, okay, he's being seen that he doesn't know, that self and whatnot, and of course they get captured, and this guy goes, oh, let me show you. Imagine, and you can tell that character can actually like hit stuff, but I don't think can harm also from what we have seen, and we're going to understand that, okay, this is what, of course, the funny part, of course, when we're being chased by that what do you call it? I was just saying creature, and then the suit came out. That was kind of like that was funny, as we call it. People call it Mr. Moon Knight, which was funny. But even this time when he's fighting, it's like, what the hell is what is he fighting? And of course, she can't see because through his eyes, but he can see what's not there. So, and the whole funny fight scene, like Steven ended hit by a car, and of course Mark took over to solve the situation, and then we see his, of course, abilities, his the suits and all, which is kind of cool. I know, like I think it's kind of cool, and we see him learning more about who Mark really is, like, and you see, like, okay, the guy goes like, oh no, I know I'll let you be, and then makes sound like he said he made a deal with Kanju, but the only question is, the mystery is that what deal for him to find himself being he can do with the god, and what is the answer of Amini, like of course we portrayed that she's one of those banished or put it by the gods and not for answers. I don't know more. I don't really have, like I said, I really have to kind of really have to really dive in, especially, you know, but also feel free to check more. I mean, there's nothing wrong with learning and adapting. Of course, there are two different things, because this is the comic side, this is the history side, so I think it's fine. And but as we're getting through it, we discover that he's only doing this to make things the deal, and also he doesn't want, because the fact that Kanju sees another potential avatar. It looks like he's been having avatar for years, and they had no choice but to go to Egypt because to find out what's going on. And hence comes now the next episode. This is my next review. This is now the next review, which shows us a bit of Lila's, I think, announced her family and all, how these things don't really explain, but it gives more detail on what was going on, and they found Ahmed, and this guy is trying to find out, okay, where the graveside and what is like why, like okay, like on how they perceive, like more like check out what's going on, you know. And of course he finds a way, and then as they were finding out, as they were going through, of course we noticed that Steve took over, but we also noticed that there's a potential another personality that's coming out. Of course, I've noticed comment fans like, oh, it's Jake something, I'm not really sure, but like I said, I really haven't dived in, but it's saying that there's another character coming in. You can tell, okay, something's wrong, because if they didn't do it, which means it's someone else. But I don't think it's Kanju, because he just protects with the suit. I know. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. But as we go down deep in, we find out that there are more things hidden. Like, probably, what if he has more perspective? Because that shows like more like a brutal side. I know. And as we notice that how Kanju, which is actually cool, the how he made the moon, like the sun to already have the case of the gods to find. We end up seeing the courts of law, like, okay, this is different gods. And then of course there was one that was training that is it possible that one of the avatars is one of the gods from Black Panther. Trent was like, what? Yeah, depending if I find that link or the page I found with them. It said, is it possible? Like, does this have a hint of Black Panther 2? That one I wouldn't know. But it's I wouldn't say it's possible, but I don't think we just have to just continue and see for ourselves. And then we see it in the court, judging, of course. Okay, that was funny. I was like, who's that? I find it funny. But as much as I'm enjoying this series, I think we have to learn more on the characters, and also I really hope I'm really enjoying it, though I feel like there's more, you know, fight scenes that I would like to see more, like, because I noticed when I was watching episode 3 at the time when he was being those guys, you see that aggressiveness, like, you know, that, because like I said, I see, because most people say he's more like a Batman. There's no the Batman of the MCU, but of course with similar. No difference that he's aggressive and he's beat the heck out of people. And we see the costume change and all, and also them trying to find the puzzle on how to find the thing. And of course, meeting her in Egypt. Of course, it shows like she's like, you know, they don't belong here, which means she's from there. But maybe there's something also hiding, which I'm not sure if they'll tackle in, because usually you don't have to really give it. And And also I noticed that episode 3, which is one of the guys from the Midnight Man, I guess, here. Sadly, I hear the actor died before the show, so which I think you're giving a shout out to him. I saw which I noticed in the comment. I'm going to notice in the thing, the credits, and we haven't seen that. Okay, there's something more fine with him. Well, nothing more, which give a precious at least shout out to Marvel for that one, and we get to know on what's really going on. And of course, with the God saying no, we cannot see it, and of course, Arthur already assumed said okay, like to show him, and then finally after finding the stars, you know, the whole map thing, yeah, and finding the right moment on how to pinpoint the grave. Casual, with him knowing that he'll be turned to stone, I think this was like this was the cool part where he just, you know, went back to that same very time, and you're like, wow, that was incredible. That's why, because I felt that was something cool, like more like a Doctor Strange thing, which is you do, but it was cool. But of course, the director hasn't really said, or rather, the creator hasn't said when the timeline is. Oh no, it's of course set up in London, but we don't know what time. Was it like the time was doing like the Eternals were trying to fix the situation with the bird? And we noticed that we have to I'm not sure what fixed time, because the reason why we're here is because the comic, the thing I noticed that it's called a Midnight Suns. It's a way it involves Moon Knight himself, the Black Knight, Blade, and also Captain Britain, which I'm sure is something you have to really build up instead of just throwing the thing. You have to of course make it a good setup for people who would notice. That's it, because let's be honest, we haven't noticed, but yeah. But for that magical moment where for the whole thing, and then he was telling you to stone, and like, okay, this was so cool, and I loved it. And also the one part I noticed, if you see here, right, that I never noticed this until someone posted on Twitter one time. I was like, the moon keeps on like it shows like this, shows like a bit of this, this. I wanted to sort of, is there something in the meaning behind it? Maybe, is there meaning behind it? Is it something that we do not know? Now I feel there's something like a hidden Easter egg, but I think we're yet to be revealed. And now the question is that with this guy's thing, and also with Kanju Stone, does Mark, because he needs his powers, so the question is, would Mark or Steve, manage to find a way to help, find a free Kanju, so you want to create something, and would build like say, okay, without his powers, what can he do? Probably he can fight it all, but that's the suit. What else can he do? That's what you leave. And also with the recent episodes or Marvel episode, I remember last year everyone says that from episode 4 it should be the best, but do we assume that this will be the best for episode? That one I won't put it into much, because this is something new and we haven't, like, was still, like I said, enjoying the story. For me, I think it's good, and I think Marvel are doing a great job, and I want to do more. I think it's okay so far. I think Oscar Isaac is doing a terrific job with everyone else, and I think it's good so far. Yeah. So as usually, tell me what you think on this my review on both episode 2 and 3, and let's see how it goes, and wait, give us a good review in the next episode. And yeah, if you like, subscribe to the channel, tell me what you think of the 2 reviews, and John, if you want to suggest something, please. So something I may have missed, I wouldn't mind. Thank you very much. Peace out.